Hello, timekeepers. Welcome. Good to see all of you. Today, we are here to stream some Minecraft. I've got the streaming world all booted up. Um, we might have some connection issues. I should let you guys know preemptively that, um, before I even started the stream, we were having like light connection issues. So, it's entirely possible we will have continuous connection issues as the stream goes on. I cannot lie to you guys. But I'm hoping that it'll all be okay and that we will have a good time. We'll just have a great time streaming and stuff. And there will be no issues whatsoever. Is my hope. I almost jumped off of my house. I don't have the elytra, but in my other world I do. I gotta get used. Why is that a problem with almost every Minecraft stream? It's a problem with every stream in general, not just Minecraft, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Our little system is going pretty well here, I think. Minecraft Puppygirl gaming. Most prominent in Minecraft. Every stream thumbnail try not to have a circle and arrow pointing to a chest challenge impossible. Oh, I do that in a lot of thumbnails. Hello. Do I need more scaffolding? I kind of need more scaffolding actually. Before I dump all of this into the bamboo destroying machine, let me see how much scaffolding I need to. I always like to keep one stack of scaffolding on me at all times. I think it's just a very handy block to keep around. Doing chores and listening in the background. Hope you have a nice stream. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's see just how much. 5 in the past month timeline. 14 though. After that there were more. Maybe I just happened to do it in Minecraft more. Let's see, where do I keep my, here we go. My inventory, it's full, hold on. The recipe, it's like this, right? Yeah, here we go. I just want enough to have a stack on me, basically. There we go. Well, roughly a stack, you know. Roughly. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and just dump the rest in here. I do kind of low-key want to expand the bamboo farms. I'm not sure how. We were going to level this mountain eventually, right? Maybe we could do that. Wait. We were going to level it, but I needed a better shovel, which I do have now. We were going to level this mountain and low-key turn it all into farmland. Which is going to take a while, but we'll get it done. Think about all the resources that we'll get out of this. I should empty out my inventory a little more before I do that, though. Yeah, our current goal is to just completely flatten this mountain area. And to turn it into farmland. Because we need more farmland if we want to get more optimized. Destroy hill and mountains that are in your way. Exactly. Where do I want to dump my crops? I'm going here. Why do I have an iron shovel? Oh, right. That's the last item in the... Well, I'd like to keep my last sword, but I don't really need to keep my last shovel, I feel. So that's fine. Then I have 2 diamond chest plates, which is kind of a little weird. Why did I need that? Was I enchanting stuff? I had to have been enchanting stuff, right? That had to be what happened. I'm gonna leave it in here. Got some redstone in my inventory. I gotta like remember what I was doing when I was last here. Hello, the local ATM. Is that? I don't think that's your normal username. I don't know why YouTube changed the username so much. You're straight leveled up amount to half its size, so it will fit with your bridge. Oh my god, we can make a bridge. That would be kind of cool. Like if we like Oh, there's not like two mountaintops though. I was gonna say if there were like two mountaintops, but the area that we're leveling is kind of a mountaintop, so that wouldn't work. You changed it to your Twitch name. I see. That makes more sense. Okay, let's put away this redstone. And then let's go do some villager trading real quick. Just a little. And then we can go and... There we go. Oh, yikes. This one is a lot. Okay, I think that's everything. Probably. And you know what? This is what the scaffolding is for. That looks good to me. Okay, and then we will put all the saplings back. Perfect. Where is my... What I... You rock your username everywhere? Hey, that's good. Here's my auto thing. Dump that in there. Okay. I recently made an automatic sugarcane farm in my other SMP. And that's something that I might want to do again, actually. Because it's a fun build. An automated sugar... Like a large-scale automated sugarcane farm. Nice to hear the iron farm going to work. Oh yeah, you trade redstone, huh? I do kind of want that. And then let's make some sticks to trade with our Fletchers. You. Either YouTube is... Or is a word that was detected as bad. Because of my VR chat clip that I made, YouTube might be possibly keeping a closer eye on my channel. It's possible. But hopefully that doesn't actually negatively affect too much. In the past, I always used to, the Gooner bait vid. In the past, I always used to make, yeah, I want a piercing crossbow. Because in the past, I would always use... I always use bows, but I kind of want to change it up in this world and use a crossbow instead. It didn't like the thumbnail that much. That's a part of it, yeah. Piercing is pretty good, right? Wait, what? I'm gonna look this up. Hi, Zilla. I'm gonna look up best crossbow enchantments. What are the best ones? Oh, so it's quick charge, multi-shot? Do people like multi-shot more than piercing? Dude. Why multi-shot? I mean, neither of them are that particularly good, but like surely, I don't know. Whatever though. Actually, you know what, in that case, let me trade for some crossbows and then I'll disenchant them. Trade for a crossbow, I guess. Where's my guy? And then I'll disenchant it for free EXP. Piercing doesn't do more damage, it just hits through the end. Yeah, I know. And that's why neither of them are that practical, but surely multi-shot is less. When do you find like 4 zombies standing equally spaced apart like Weezer, you know? Pierce goes through. Multi fires more arrows for the price of 1. I guess. I think neither is that practical. is my hot take. Some EXP, not a lot, but what was quick charge? Well, I guess we'll go for it then. Next enchant when we can get 30. Pierces are used for achievements. I see. I need, I'm gonna need more charcoal soon. Let me go take down some trees to turn into charcoal. That was a lot of saplings, that's good. Yeah, we got a lot of saplings this time, wow. Nice. These ones I will actually put in a chest. If you get piercing, you can pierce through the heavens. Zul, you might be so right about that, actually. I think I might high-key agree with that. Zul might be one of the most correct to do it, honestly. Maybe we should give it piercing then. I shouldn't have disenchanted it, but that's okay. We'll just use it as like a raw crossbow for now. Zul is one of the most correct ever, actually. Damn, dude. The iron farms are going crazy today. Nice, nice. Zul glaze, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, right, I wanted to turn these logs into charcoal. The nice thing about an oak tree farm is that none of them turn into those disgusting gangly trees. That, like, you have to, like, climb up into them to take them down. Like, they just don't do that. But, wow, I have 36 cooked chickens. Crazy. Oh, you didn't actually need more charcoal. I have plenty of charcoal. Okay. Sure. I just get a stack ready. Gotta put my redstone away. It's crazy how averse I am to mining. That I would rather just farm redstone off of villagers than go mining. But you know, it is what it is. Motivate you to finish your stupid presentation. You're procrastinating. I do have barrels for storage. I don't know what to put in them, low-key. There's the zombie spawns. Can't really be lazy later because later are finals. You gotta finish, your teacher's gonna be mad and to get a better grade. Damn. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Little bit of work in there. Oh, you know what? I should refresh my axe, actually. The other thing that I need to enchant is my shield. Yeah, let me get my axe fixed up before I leave the farm. And I have work later today. Just remembered how much you hate your geography teacher. It be like that. It really do be like that sometimes. Can't wait till I can make an Enderman farm. I'm not in a rush to get to the end or anything. In fact, I'm purposely kind of taking my time. So, I'm just sort of... Because I don't want to, like, rush through Minecraft, you know? I think one of the worst things you can do, actually, is rush through the game. Because I think that just kind of kills everything. So I'm trying to take my time, you know? Like, you'll notice that I really I've talked about it a bit, but I haven't done like any nether exploring besides getting blaze rods and quartz is the only things that I've done in there. I'm really trying to take my time with this game. It is the end after all. That's true. Okay, our axe is almost back up to full. After this, I think I'm gonna start leveling the mountain. We'll probably have to come back pretty soon to refresh our shovel. Before you go, recently you had a Minecraft SMP, and before it dies because of a scandal, you just finished getting materials for your structure, the house you plan. It died to a scandal? That's crazy. Lots of zombies. Alright. We are back up. Now we can go get to work. So, our plan is to just level out the entirety of the mountain to make giant farms, like huge farms, are what we're gonna do. Was it just like a friend group breakup? Because I feel that. My inventory relatively empty, so that's good. It's most of the way there. Okay, so we gotta start at the very peak. Damn, lots of armadillos up here. That's crazy. We're gonna take out all the dirt. And of course we're cheating a little bit with the vein miner. Need more food. I'm also running out of inventory space. That's crazy. Two guys cheating with admin supporting them and come out for it. He'd rather protect people he doesn't know than ban them for IRL friends. Dang. That does suck. We are gonna need some of this dirt for when the ground is level, because we're gonna have to get through. Oh my god, maybe I should make a temporary storage spot just for dirt and cobblestone, because this is about to get kind of absurd. Like, I'm serious, let's make one like right here, a temporary storage spot for dirt and cobblestone, because there's gonna be a lot of that. Few more. Alrighty. There's gonna be like an absurd amount of all of that. Several massive for eating. We could just make a bunch of ginormous dirt and cobblestone pitches. That is something that we could do. I won't deny that I am considering that as a possibility. This is gonna take so long, by the way. Break that. Break that. Even with our cheating, with the mods, this is gonna take a long time, you guys. My inventory full already? Dirt might taste good in Minecraft. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Alrighty. Back down the mountain. I've never leveled a mountain before in Minecraft, so this is new ground for me. I wonder if there would be like a faster way to get up and down the mountain. We'll put let these first 3 be like, I want to make, oh, you know what? I know. I'll use these to make more chests. That works. Perfect. There we go. That'll be good. It's getting nighttime. You never level a mountain? That's it, not in games or IRL or anything. I don't think any of us have leveled a mountain IRL. Okay, back up the mountaintop, you guys. I really should have, like, maybe a minecart delivery system for taking dirt down the mountain. I don't know if that would be, like, stupid to construct. I also don't know how to construct that optimally or anything. I know there's a way you can do it to have it so that, like, you can have a detector rail detect if there's items in the minecart or not, and then send it down, you know? Gotta do that again sometime. Of course, of course. Okay, we're making some good progress. Alright. Our inventory is full once more. Even though there's a lot of going up and down the mountain, we're still like saving a lot of time with the mod, so I'm not particularly peeved about it. Let's make a miscellaneous storage chest down here. Hiking is cool, not gonna lie. You would have to drive pretty far to find any good spots, so you don't do it too often. That's real. Hiking seems very nice. That's something I would like to do more often, but yeah, I would say that I have the same issue that you do. Our first goal is basically just going to be to get the entire mountain to be just all stone. And then we'll mine the mountain away from there. Okay. This is pretty good progress. We are out of inventory space again. Yunayo, use explosion dramatic music. So much dirt. There's a lot of armadillos up there. Like quite a large amount. Maybe we could make gigantic dirt pillars. Got like 70% there before you quit. That's real. Okay. This is a pretty big project for us, you guys, but we're gonna get it done. Should I collect some armadillo scoots since there's a lot up here? I know I dropped some. Maybe not. No, I definitely dropped some. I guess I just lost track of them. Yeah, chicken egg. Oh, there's some. Because there's a lot of armadillos. And I mean, what are these used for? Wolf armor? I don't strictly need wolf armor at the current time. But it might be nice to have eventually. Been to peaks of other hard mountain hikes, so fine. Just sucks you didn't manage to do that one. Yeah, well, you've reached plenty of peaks and you will continue to reach more, I think. Okay. Pretty good. We filled up one chest. Let's throw all the miscellaneous into there. Back up the mountainside. Our shovel is getting there in terms of durability. We're gonna need to spend quite a bit of time at the zombie farm. Let's start mining some of it, I think. Okay. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. You take a weird path to entertain yourself. See, I'm always worried about like going to places with people because I just take odd paths sometimes. You know? I don't want I like being able to go at my own pace. That was a deep one. Okay. I did leave behind that copper. I should empty out my inventory more for this. As long as there are clear marks, it's fine to you. That's real. That's real. Okay, so these first 5 will be... the first 4 will be for dirt, the next 4 will be for cobblestone. And let's go, like I said, empty out my chest a little more. Or I want to empty out my inventory some before I keep going. Just so that I can store more before I need to go back down the mountain. Let's first dump this in here. All of this. And then I think we may finally get a use for our barrel. We don't need a spyglass. We won't need torches. Pretty comfortable storing all of this in there, actually. Yeah. That works for me. And you know what? Just so I can fill up my hot bar to make things easier. Let's... I don't know. Throw in the spyglass. Sure. Alright. Let's get back in there. Why are all the sheep red? I don't know why all the sheep are red. I'm not really sure. I think I wanted red beds, so I just dyed the sheep red. But they're all red now, so... Okay, my shovel is losing it a little on durability. I'm gonna need to make a trip to the zombie farm soon. Ow. Okay, our inventory is gonna be so much easier to manage with this. Alrighty. You got some coal. Look at us, guys. We're getting in there. 24 blocks of coal. Jesus. I think that our mining issues aren't going to be a problem after this. Why is it mining in such a weird angle and not a cube? I'm not sure why they picked this shape exactly. I don't mind that they picked this shape. To me, the shape is fine. Oh my god, this is so much easier with an empty inventory. Oh my god, I've totally forgot that the sub goal changed. $50 in rent? Let's go. Joggers? Okay. EB at 2 p.m. It's the 1st of June. Happy Kid Day? I didn't know that was Kid Day. It's also, apparently it's Pride Month. I kind of forgot. Happy Pride Month? It's Kid Day here. Nice. Called sleep schedule. The sparkle emote is a really good touch on that. My sleep schedule's messed up just because my work is so late. I gotta like decide an hour in time to go to sleep every night. Oh my god, look at all the cobblestone. Okay. We might end up needing more chests, low-key. Well, you know, as we go down, we'll be hitting more and more trees, so it's not too bad. Tried to put the other one, oh, you tried to put 2, but the other one away for some reason? That sucks. Dang. Oh, you know, guys, the mountain's looking more level now. This is good. I see a bit of a peak over here, so I'm gonna go nab that real quick. Grab this. Okay. I'm gonna put my shovel in my offhand before I mine this. Nice. Our shovel is indeed gonna need a visit to the zombie farm infirmary soon. Looks like a bomb site, a little bit. There's slight vibes of that. Just slight vibes of that though. Oh, look at this. 20 blocks of coal. Hasty EXP. Okay. Ow. It sure does mine pretty deep down. I didn't mean to. No. Sleep schedule was invited by the shadow government to limit people's energy. Your work is super early, so you have to have a good sleep schedule for you to wake up at normal times. You stay up for a long time, at least once a week as a little treat. That's good. That's good. Having a dedicated schedule like that is important, I think. I think it's more important for your sleep schedule that you have a consistent schedule as opposed to necessarily having a lot of sleep, is what I've heard. Someone got hurt. That's weird. So yeah, having like going to sleep on the same day every single, like at the same time every day is more important than, or like having like a consistent schedule every day than, you know. As we get further down, maybe we should have a separate chest for like blocks that we mine. Staying up can cause headaches for prolonged periods of time. For me, sleeping too long causes a headache, weirdly enough. Okay, guys, it's really cool to see it become more level as it goes on. You know, like slowly getting more and more where we want it. Okay. It really does look like a bomb site as we go along. It doesn't help that it sort of mines it into a crater, like into the shape of a crater. Okay. Your body kind of forces you to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Oh, that's real. Yeah, it's like if I have nothing to do, my body will not wake up until it's time to wake up. Which is useful in its own way, you know? Okay, we are definitely gonna need to hit up the zombie farm after this. I might be incentivized to go to the end earlier than I wanted to just so I can make an Enderman farm. High key. Because the farming for levels is going to be the worst part of this. Okay, inventory's full. You literally fall asleep mid playing a game because it's like 30 minutes before you go to sleep. Okay. Alright, let's head over to the EXP farm. Oh, hey, our pumpkins are almost ready. Nice. Alrighty. Shovel first, because that one's quite a bit lower. And we'll just kind of chill here for a bit. Friends will be talking to you on Discord. You'll wake up a while later in the sleepy call because you haven't answered anything in like 10 minutes. I could make one of those like tower style mob farms as well. Like, you know, where like the mobs spawn in a tower that like is high up in the air and then they fall down like 20 blocks, you know. I wonder if I could have it lead into the zombie farm. That might be kind of cool. No, but this thing is only 1 block wide, so that wouldn't really work. Probably eventually a spider would just block it off and I wouldn't be able to use it at all. I could modify that design. I could do that. I still think a spider would screw it up though. You seen those? They look kind of weird. Yeah. This will also give us a lot of rotten flesh to trade with our cleric. Look at that. Okay. Tasty tea. Tasty. Tasty. Because the tea is tasty. Dude, this is gonna take so long. You know what? I'm gonna get something to entertain myself, actually. I'm gonna kill this group, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna... I'm gonna go grab a bunch of cobblestone and wood, and then we're gonna turn this on. We're gonna turn it on to charcoal and stuff. We're gonna make a charcoal stone brick farm, so I have something to do while I'm down there. See, like, look how high up this is. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's feed half of this to our composting system. You got Rengoku flashbacks? And then take some steaks. Okay. Take this. And then let's go grab some of our stone. Like a lot of our stone. Give ourselves something to do down there while we wait for zombies to spawn. This will also produce more EXP as well, which will be helpful. Our shovel's out of the red, which is nice. Okay. So. Cool. And then put this in there. Put this in there. My EXP is 9 plus 10. That's true, actually. That is true. I suppose so. Okay. Got another copper helmet. Okay. Cool. This will also mean we'll have to farm some EXP for our axe too. There we go. I know how we can get a lot of EXP. We can kill the Ender Dragon. That'll get us a lot. Low key, I think that we actually could. Gear-wise, we're not quite there, but if we cheese it with beds, we could probably kill the Ender Dragon. Do I want to do that right now? Not really. But we could. Give me a little EXP, yeah. Okay. Alright. We almost got like a little cute 9x9 square here of rotten flesh. This is a productivity stream right now, basically. I did one of the zombies turn into a monkey on the bed. Yeah, did you see that guy? That was crazy. That guy was like dodging me. Nice. Okay, we're getting there. Let's see. That zombie was going crazy for a second, it's true. In terms of charcoal, I think we're gaining. Pretty sure we are. We could go and destroy these too to get more wood. Oh, no zombies in there. Okay. Yeah, let's go get more wood. It's close enough that the zombies will still spawn. So let's harvest these since they're ready. Mostly ready. Alrighty. There we go. 39, not bad. We can work with that. You weren't able to finish the fan art you made last month? Because legs are so annoying to... Oh, legs are so annoying to post. That's real. I think I took out the wood too early. Oops. I wonder if I should do a bucket of lava in those. That might be better. Okay. Got a stack of bricks now. Nice. Oh, I forgot to have my shovel equipped. Oops. That's okay. The shovel's in the green-ish now, so it's getting there, really. I wonder if we go to do work on the tower up above, if it'll still be spawning zombies. Maybe. $100 more hours on the zombie farm. Yes, yeah. You're being productive in your own way, basically. Is what I'm hearing. Okay. Nice. Ooh, did he drop a gold something? He did not. That's okay. Let me reorganize the chest a little, because I think that the better way to organize this would be to have the armor and miscellaneous down here. Right? And then like this, you know? Have all the miscellaneous stuff down here. Why did I get iron boots in here? Huh. And then, yeah, all the miscellaneous down there. Then all the rotten flesh can now just go up here like this. So that way the rotten flesh will automatically sort itself and everything else will end up below it. Join these streams and say the red circle is not needed. What do you mean? What do you mean? It was certainly necessary. Sometimes the Minecraft spawns are just weird, you know? I do not like the potato. Okay. Shovel is back in the green, very good. Cleric to which you could sell the rotten flesh. I do have a cleric, yeah. I already have one. I hope we get a whole chest of rotten flesh. That'd be crazy emeralds. It'd be pretty okay emeralds. Good girl's heart is so big. Exactly, exactly. That's what it's all about. Getting a red circle on the feet. You're so right, actually. Okay. Got kicked out of top 3? Dang. You really did, actually. You made a connected railway system connecting the zombie spawner, spider XP farm, and the houses. That's really nice. I like that. I like railway systems. I think they're neat. It's just unfortunate they get superseded the immediate moment that people unlock elytras. Hmm? Oh, right. Interesting. Cool. Let's go do some sales, huh? Looking good. Okay. Yeah, let's... I think that some sails will actually fix up our shovel. I'm pretty sure. Where is our cleric? You. Here you go. Nice. Looking good. Yeah, our shovel's basically there now. Let's top it off and then we'll start working on the pickaxe. Well, you know what? Actually, no, I should be okay. I think that it'll eventually go on its own. Right now it's a little more important that we finish up with our pickaxe. Crate mod would fix the problem of elytras being way better than railroads with the chain hook lines. You can actually make a delivery system. You made a restaurant? That sounds like fun. I like that. It's a very nice use of that. Not the fave. Only issue is that we didn't sell anything due to the fact our builder got banned off the server a day later. Crazy. Pretty good protection right now. He has a spear. I grabbed a carrot on accident. Oh, shit. Oh. I don't know how that guy was hitting me. Okay, still daytime. I wonder if I could add a clock. Like maybe a clock right here might be nice. That would take gold. I don't want to use that. What is that guy's range? That's what I'm saying. Stop jumping. That guy was jumping so much. We can low-key combine these two. Same with these. Oh, hey, look, we got a full durability pair of golden pants. Got zoners in Minecraft. Oh, he has a spear. That's funny. He dropped his spear. No way. There we go. Free spear, yeah, free spear. You judge a piglin because they somehow hit you 2 blocks above them. Okay, my pickaxe is back in the green as well, so looking pretty good. Our tool durability is looking a lot better. That didn't take quite as long as I thought it would. Okay. Sent something to a mod that the mod didn't like a lot. I see. Okay, I am going to go do some work on my tower that I'm building. Towers look great in distant horizons. Okay. Do I want to decorate this tower at all to make it look better than just a regular tower? Not really, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, this is a big tower though. Okay, so I think the way I want to do the lighting, I don't have my torches on me. Oops. Need that a little bit. Oh, well. This works. I should really be keeping my water bucket on me in case I fall. I want to do torches, I think, every 6 blocks. And I'm gonna do it here. Here. Do I want to just make it symmetrical all the way around? Nah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. There we go. And for the time being, we're just gonna use scaffolding to make my way up and down. For now. You know it's got that infinite height, so. Tower gonna go to anything or just look nice? It's just gonna look nice for the most part. Maybe it'll be used for something. We could use that potentially as our storage, maybe? I don't know, that could be kind of a unique storage system. Just a big ass tower. Potentially, megumically. Potential, man. Megumi was a good character. I just think I think that the slander took over the genuine judgment of his character in terms of like writing quality. Also, I guess Gege's pacing held him back quite a bit. Okay. He potentially could have been a much better character. Let's go chop down some trees over in our tree farm. And then we will there we go. That's nice. We'll go sell these to the villagers to get a bit more experience. Dude, if Megumi was a girl, people wouldn't call him moody, they would call him a kudere and they'd be all over it. Yeah, I'm a believer in the if Megumi were a girl, people would be more accepting of him argument. Okay. Getting a little bit of hunger pangs here. Oh, see, this is gross. See, like, what is this? That's just a whole tree in there. Hello? Okay. I don't think Hana is Megumi if he were a girl. What I'm saying is that if, well, first of all, Hana's not depressed, but like if you took Megumi as he is and just gave him boobs and long hair and pronouns, it'd be like, well, she's just a little, she's a moody kudere cinnamon roll, guys. Go easy on her. The community would like her so much more. People still slander like bad characters a lot, but the thing is that Megumi's not like bad in terms of like battle performance in the anime. Megumi is not a weak character. Megumi is quite strong actually. But you know, you got like his performance against Reggie Star was actually like really good. But I think people don't look past the he's bad in performance. How? He had his moments. He's bad in performance. Where did he perform bad? He got jumped after a Toji fight by Haruta and he lost that. That's a bad performance, but I think one that is explainable with circumstance. The hate that Megumi got should have been on Yuta. I agree. I high-key agree. His Reggie Star performance was really good. I'm not saying that Megumi is like a heavy hitter. Like he's not top 4 other than Gojo and Sukuna, but like he is a strong character. I think to say otherwise is kind of disingenuous. Mei is bad. Mei does her job ultimately. That's all that she does. She just does her job and she never excels at it, but she does her job. And that's fine. It's fine for her to just be okay at what she's meant to do. That's fine. So there's 7 blocks, which means it's going to be a little uneven. I think wheat is, at its current state, a little more valuable. I don't know. Yeah, she does her job. Mei does her job and that's it. And that's fine. Like, it's fine for her to just do her job. That's not a bad thing. But that's all that she does. I don't think she deserves slander, but I also don't think she deserves glaze, you know? Yuyu is actually pretty clutch. But yeah, Megumi is fine, performance-wise. I would say Megumi is like a perfectly served... Like, I would put him as he was before he got taken over by Sukuna. Would I put him top 10? I think he could give Hakari a tough time, is my opinion. I think Hakari is the weakest of the heavy hitters. Like, you know, of like the fan-made rankings, there's calamity grades, which are like Sukuna, Gojo... what was his name? The main modulo villain? Dabra and Yuji. Modulo Yuji. Like, that's like the calamity grades, right? And then there's the heavy hitters, which are Maki, Yuta, pre-modulo Yuji, and Hakari. Of the heavy hitters, I don't know. Hakari is just Stallman. The problem with Hakari is that we never really see him actually win a fight. Well, he won 1 fight. He won 1 out of his 3 fights, and he stalemated the other 2. Like, his record is like 1-0. Like, he didn't lose any fights, but he only won 1 out of his 3. Like. He beat up Shibuya Yuji. He beat up Shibuya Yuji. That's okay. That's so incorrect, Banana Man. He beat up Shibuya Yuji, who was not fighting back. And he's not above Mahito. Mahito had to get jumped. Mahito got jumped by the goat pairing Yuji and Toto. Also, Mahito's like a baby curse. Alright, our pickaxe is almost back. We've got a pretty good system going on here. He stalemated his last fight and it was mostly off screen. Look, his record, right, for the author guy, here's what his record is. He won against the author dude. He lost, not lost. The fight didn't conclude versus, fuck, what was his name? The twink, the lightning twink. And then he stalemated Uruame. So he's just stall, man. Yeah, are we talking about the author guy? He has 3 fights and he only won one of them. Hakari is the weakest of the heavy hitters. And I'm not saying that he's weak, like he's top, I don't know. He's top 6, I guess. I would probably put him top 6. Well, top 10. He's top 10 for sure. He didn't win. That fight didn't conclude. If anything, I would say they were pretty... The last that we saw of the fight, they were pretty evenly matched, and then the fight just ended before we saw it finish. The last thing we see Kashimo do is be like, that's how losers think. And then it cuts away, and then we come back, and then they're just like all friends now. They're like, yeah, we're gonna go beat Sukuna's ass. You wanna come with? He had an upper hand, but that doesn't mean that he won. I'm not saying that Hakari is weak. I'm just saying he's the weakest of the 4 heavy hitters. He gets his ass whooped by Maki because he gets matchup diffed. Because his domain wouldn't work on Maki, so he wouldn't be able to get a jackpot. He genuinely just gets like, he gets matchup diffed by Maki, like hard matchup diffed. Against Yuta, I just can't imagine Hakari winning against Yuta. Yuta is just so much more... Yuta's a bum in terms of character writing, but in terms of character strength, that guy is fucking nuts. I'm pretty sure Yuta is the strongest of the heavy hitters. And then Yuji... I would say Yuji and Hakari would go pretty close in a fight, but I think, in my opinion, if they were serious, I think that end of series Yuji... Not modular Yuji, but end of like the first series Yuji would ultimately win if they fought each other. Sukuna, the author's favorite technique, hasn't used this from the Heian era. Yeah. I think that the end result of a fight between Yuji and Hakari would be Yuji winning high div. No, very high div. Yuta is super boring, but like if we're power scaling, then Yuta is really strong. He's a stupid character, but like in terms of power scaling, he's absurdly strong. Yuta is not like what's the term? I know I just named it. Calamity. Yuta is not Calamity. He's not even close to Calamity scale, but yeah, I would say that of everyone who's not Calamity scale, he's probably the strongest. I don't know why JJK always comes up when we talk about Minecraft. It just kind of happens. But hey, all of our tools are almost restored. Blinks in confusion. Best way for the copy, at least that I've seen from manga, is for it to be weaker than the original one, and for it to disappear if the person you're fighting doesn't have intent to hurt you or has any truth. Yeah, ultimately when Yuta's actually okay. Here's my hot take. I like Yuta's copy technique. If we completely ignore his writing as a character, I actually quite like Yuta. I'll be honest. I think if we ignore how he's written and we just look at how he fights, I like Yuta. You know. Yuta is a very interesting element in any fight that he takes part in. Hello, dummy. But yeah, my hot take is that Megumi is like a top 10 character in strength before Sukuna takes him over. And I don't think that he would be able to... Well, dude, I'm actually counting the characters in my head. I actually don't think he's top 10. Because the Sendai colony takes up like 4 of the top 10. You got everything. Yeah, no, he's so boring for it. Yuta genuinely got everything he could have asked for, and it's so boring. Universe's tries deck in your clan section of your card shop. Think about getting it just to understand what you're saying when you're talking about it. What series is it for? Because I think Universes is fun. I've been told it plays similar to Magic the Gathering, but I've never played Magic the Gathering, so I'm not sure. Yeah, Megumi would get smoked in Sendai Colony, but so would most of the cast, for that matter. I think, no one is both as strong and as versatile as Yuta is. Yuta is the only one who could have taken on the Sendai Colony, I think, other than the Calamity Grades, of course. Like, if all 3 of the heavy hitters showed up to the Sendai Colony, they could have taken it on, but no one could solo the Sendai Colony like Yuta did, other than the Calamity Grades. Yeah, Kuro Urushi might genuinely just overwhelm Hakari. That matchup, the Hakari versus Kuro Urushi matchup, really just depends on whether or not his cockroaches have a limit to how much they can eat. That's the main limiting factor of that matchup. The only TCG you could find here is Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I see. Oh, we're actually just about out of cobblestone. Nice. Half the characters wouldn't fight them if... Yeah, but the assumption is that for the sake of the hypothetical that the goal is to dislodge the deadlock and stop it, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if the bugs have a limit to how much they can eat, and if Hakari can overwhelm them, then he could probably win that fight. But otherwise, like, Kuro Urushi just fucking eats that guy. Like, Kuro Urushi just stalls until Hakari's jackpot runs out and then just eats him alive. That's like the deciding factor of that matchup. Yeah, Yuki really kind of like boned the entire series. Anyways, all this power scaling discussion just to say that Gojo would sweep them all. Skill versus I love gambling. It's hilarious how badly Hakari gets matchup diffed by Maki. Genuinely, like in a oh my god, dude, they keep getting stuck in there. Like, potentially one of the worst matchup diffs in all of JJK. That's what I'm talking about when I say that Akari is he's stall man. Maki doesn't get affected by domains, but the prerequisite of the domain is that Hakari has to explain it to you. But because the domain doesn't target Maki, he can't start. So his domain just doesn't do anything when he activates it. Which means he can't get a jackpot, so he loses due to matchup. Got to the Kuro Urushi no Kari argument. It's genuinely hilarious that Hakari's win con is to feed the roaches until they're full. Yeah. No, it's not even that. Hakari can't. The prerequisite to his domain is that the opponent understands how it works. He needs to tech dump on the opponent, or else it doesn't start. That's a prerequisite to the domain starting. But the domain doesn't target Maki, so he can't start his domain. It's not Speed Blitz or I'm dead. It's just base Hakari, no jackpot ever. And that's it. I think another problem is like 2 of the 3 characters have a domain which most characters either don't have an answer to. Yeah, a lot of characters just get domain diffed. Like a whole lot of characters just get domain diffed. Stallman sounds like a parody superhero. That's what Hakari is. He's Stallman. I don't think Maki is Speed Blitz or I'm dead. Her performance against Sukuna was quite good. And she did sneak some things, but that's like the heavenly restriction gimmick, so like, you know. Shit. Oh, right, I'm crouching. There we go. Making some good progress on the tower. I think I'll close it in 1 layer starting soon. She's pretty durable. She tanked a couple hits from Sukuna and a Black Flash. That is correct. Yeah, I was crouching, so they stopped functioning as normal. I would say that our gear is back up. And also, it's about time that I take a break. So, maybe it's a good time for the JJK discussion to cool down. But yeah, Hakari gets hard countered by Maki, and any Heavenly Restriction user for that matter, who can match his physicals. Genuinely, Hakari versus Maki is hilarious, because Hakari can't do anything in that matchup. It's so funny. Okay. So, with that in mind, I think that we are I think that now is the time to go back to leveling the mountain. Hakari is a stat check. No, he's just Stallman. Hakari is so annoying to scale because he's just Stallman, and otherwise he's just a punch and kick merchant. His whole thing is like, if he can't kill you with just punches, he's just Stallman, which is so boring. Hakari is like one of the most boring characters to power scale because like, that guy is just all defenses and nothing else. And like, yeah, his punches feel like sandpaper, but like, you know, you can rub sandpaper on Sukuna all day. It's not gonna do anything to him. You know, like, you know, punch Maki with sandpaper over your fist. That's not gonna kill her. Like, it's barely gonna touch her. Better fight Mechamaru or I'm cooked. Mechamaru couldn't. No. We need to settle this. Mechamaru could not have ran away. JJK fans don't read their own story, dude. There was a barrier. The first thing Kenjaku did was set up a barrier. That's the very first thing that he did was set up a barrier so that Mechamaru couldn't leave. No one mentions Toto or calls him a fraud. Yeah, Toto just has the best performance, high key. That guy just never fails to perform well. In fact, did not. Mechamaru was cooked, honestly. If it were just versus Mahito, he would have won probably, but there was no way. First of all, his Mahito fight was like a pretty high diff fight, even if he won. And then he needs to fight Kenjaku, which he absolutely does not win against. I genuinely think Takaba and the other Calamity Grades were the only ones who could have won against Kenjaku. Dude would need to stall for like days for anyone to find. I guess they were investigating Mechamaru, right? Yeah, Toto is awesome. That guy always delivers. If Toto's on the scene, you know that Toto showing up is always a turning point for the fight. Takaba is awesome. The Takaba and then Bush Camper combo was the only thing that could have realistically killed Kenjaku, I think, other than a Calamity grade. Moomin Rider versus Deep Sea King. That was a wash for Moomin Rider, but it was a win for his soul, I think. Anyways, my final conclusions here are that the Megumi fraud allegations are not true. Yuta is a huge fraud in terms of character writing. Hakari is a fraud because he's Stallman. Everyone is actually a fraud. Maki is a fraud because she's Speed Blitz girl. Um, Yuta's a fraud because he's an IDF soldier. Yuji is a fraud. I don't know why, but I know he's a fraud. Um, everyone's just a fraud, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna go on a quick break to grab some coffee, and then I'll come back and I'll probably stream for like an hour, maybe like an hour and a half more, and then probably more like an hour more. I'll come back in like 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Good night, Zambakta. Sleep well. See you guys in a bit. Okay, timekeepers, I'm back. Hello. Let's get back into it. So I'll probably stream for like an hour more, maybe. So let's make good use of our time by going back to this business of ours. Wonder if they make. I'm pretty sure that there are redstone machines you can make to clear out large areas like this, but they use like TNT duplicators, and that's not really what I'm interested in. I've never done TNT duplicator, so it's something that I wouldn't be familiar with anyways. Okay. Oh damn, we're running into grass now, huh? That's weird. Okay. You know what, actually. Let's see, where is the source block for this? There we go. That should do it. Hello, Adam. Oh, shit. Nice. Okay. You know, low-key, the process of getting my tools back up wasn't terrible. It could have been worse. This is still gonna like take quite a while overall, but I don't know. Sort of glad I'm doing it, I guess. How was the coffee? It was pretty good. Thank you for asking. Okay, let's get to bed first, and then we will head back up. On the Universes MHA thing at your card shop. It's not a starter deck, but a DLC. DLC? Like what? What is the deck called? I might be familiar with it, depending. Crimson Rampage. Does it have like a title for it? Like a starter deck or like clash deck or something? Don't mind me. The hardest part of Universes is finding someone to play it with, unfortunately. You could probably ask anyone who participates in card collecting if they have a Pokemon deck, and they probably played it before at least. Deck loadable content. Oh, so it's just like a deck of cards that's like to add to other decks. Okay. That's interesting. Not the Universe Arcana, no. Talking about a card game called Universes that features many IPs from My Hero Academia to Guilty Gear Strive to Street Fighter 6, and I don't know what else is there. Attack on Titan is pretty cool. I'm shilling because I want more people to play it. But if they want to sponsor me, you know, we can maybe talk something out. Half the people into Pokemon TCG just collect. It's got to be way more than half at this point. I would even say like up to 90% of people who play Pokemon TCG, who own Pokemon cards, just collect them. But like for the people who actually play TCG card games, probably any of them know how to play Pokemon to an extent. Make a Jacko leader, dude. If they made a Jacko Valentine character for me to play as, that would be awesome. I would actually put that together instantly. I've, I went to a tournament for Universes recently, and actually there was like a creative director there. I've talked to him before, the first time that my friend and I got into it. I should have asked him if they were planning to do any more Guilty Gear stuff. Isn't it crazy that you can just meet a creative director for this game if you go to events? Yeah, there is indeed no Jacko card. They have Bridget, of course, May, Happy Chaos, Potemkin, Soul Bad Guy, and Kaikisk and Eno. Like, imagine if you went to like a Pokemon card tournament and you just ran into like the creative director for the entire TCG. That's what it feels. That's what it is. The game is small enough right now that prices are really cheap and the community is really personable, which I find very neat. You can find, like, in my area, you can find sleeves for Universes for cheaper than MSRP. Can you imagine, can you think of it like any other card game where you can find sleeves for cheaper than MSRP? Because I can't think of any. I'm sure that there are, but like, I don't know. It's crazy to me coming from primarily collecting Pokemon. It'd be neat to eventually put together a Pokemon deck, honestly. That would be kind of cool. I don't like the gameplay of Pokemon TCG quite as much as what is it called? The thing, but you know, it would be kind of neat. Dual wielding tool. Oh, right. I was just doing that so I could restore durability. You have Uno. Nice, nice, nice. Kirito. They should do a Sword Art Online cosplay so I can play as Femme Kirito. Or Sword Art Online collab. Hello, Cynthia. I am currently leveling a mountain. Or attempting to anyway, so I can make better farmland. Because I don't want to make farmland up an entire mountainside. So instead, I am overcorrecting massively and leveling the entire mountain. Imaginary technique. Lime. Green. One woman excavator, yeah. Peter, 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 Joe, Peter. Brain rot. My inventory is full. Damn. Send the TL. Yeah, it's true. Okay, back down the mountain. Please don't bring in the Peter Joe. I haven't gone to the end yet, but I low-key almost want to, just so I can gain EXP back faster. Imagine going to the end just so I can make an EXP farm, and that's the sole reason that I... What the... Is there a spider farm below here or something? There's definitely a cave in here. I don't have torches on me, actually. Eh, whatever. I'll find it later. Skyfall guys, blue Judas, red Judas. A blue. Bubble, pop, electric. Tonight I'm gonna give you all my love in the backseat. Bubble, pop, electric. Bubble, pop, electric. Gonna sing you down and show my... Let's not do JJK again. Yeah, too much power scaling. Oh shit. Let's all get into the Pokemon TCG, you guys. Okay, so I hate the idea of playing a game with a meta that's already figured out, low-key. things like Magic the Gathering don't appeal to me as much as Universes, despite the fact that I've been told that they play similarly, simply because I don't want to play a game that has a strong meta already, like a well-known meta. I want to play a game where it's still being kind of figured out, you know? And it's not like Universes has like Universes has a meta, quite frankly. It does. But it's to the point where like not everyone is like I dread the thought of getting into a card game and then coming to realize that everyone is using the same deck, you know? And that would, I think that would be lessened if I was playing with friends, you know? So maybe we could do that. Basically, guys, hop on Pokemon TCG as like an actual game. Okay, the leveling is going pretty well. It's not the fastest or anything, but... Okay. But we're getting there. Patchwork Baby, the best Universes card. Can't believe everyone showed up to the event for Patchwork Baby. We're actually gonna run out of storage space for things. We might need to double layer our chests here. And that's okay. The leveling process is slowly happening, you guys. You can see that the mountain is not nearly as tall anymore. It's actually coming along. We're ruining the farmland for these innocent creatures. Deserved. Okay. Let's get this area out now. Jesus Christ, my hunger advantage. Oh my god. Okay. They're trying to copyright Triple T and its prompt. AI cannot be copyrighted. That's funny. And I'm glad that AI can't be copyrighted because that lessens the commercial appeal of it to an extent. Not a whole lot, but it does lessen it, which I appreciate. We did it, Triple T. We popped the AI bubble. Triple T? It's like my favorite thing. That thing is so funny. Okay. We did it, Triple T. And Kachan, we popped the AI bubble. Well, I call him that thing instead of friend. Companies are backing down, and that's good. That's good. I think that AI has been a scourge on humanity. I really do think that there's no universe where the benefits of AI as it is right now outweigh the harm that it does. Oh, I don't have the inventory space for this. Whatever, I don't need that egg. Kachan is not there. What? That was weird. Alrighty. Cynthia, I'm being gender neutral. You forgot what month it is? Alright. Whoa. Okay, man. Don't blow up here. Okay. We've got to store up our gunpowder for when we get an elytra. Oh wait, we're running out of kelp. Oh my god. We gotta go get some more. Kelp Bay. Alright, nice. Look at all this kelp. Kicks the handle so it wow. To err is human, to correct divine. You're so right. You're so right for that. Kelp for the jelly-filled donut. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and rice too. Holy true. Maybe when I quote someone and get the credit. Let's go! Deserved, deserved. Alright, we are filled up. Looking good. Alright. Hey Windex, welcome, welcome. We, and I mean all of us, can badmouth Bakugo. So true. It's the reason my heart still beats. Okay, cool. So you got some more chest space now. There we go. That's better. That'll give us some more space to work with for these. There we go. Okay. Let's see where we are. I haven't watched My Hero, so I wouldn't know. Where are we at right now? There's not really one single point that's higher elevated than the rest. Like, notably higher elevated. So, I think this session is just going to be going around and keeping on, keeping on. Maybe we'll take care of the borders first and go from there. Bakugo's mom. Oops. Okay. Bakugo's mom flushed emoji. Yeah, I think going around taking care of the edges of it is a pretty good way to go about it. Shovel is running out of durability, though. Gonna need to give it a refresh soon. And then we'll sort of like carve our way inwards, you know? Okay. Strive. Guilty Gear. Okay. Oh, my inventory's full. Whoops. Alright, shovel's in the red now, so I think that we low-key might spend next little bit just kind of EXP farming. Okay. Alright. Let's get some more... Let's bring a few stacks of cobblestone with us, actually. A few more. And then we'll go chop down some wood while we're at it. To make ourselves more charcoal. We're in our grinding phase right now. The mountain is still, like, not visibly shorter from far away, but whatever. Okay. Alright, cool. Pretty sure that's everything. Okay. Let's eat some apples. Oh yeah, lots of zombies in here. Nice. Okay, let's get the farm started again. Hello, Jay-Z the Gamer. Greetings, I have arrived. Welcome me into this channel with open arms. I shall serve you in the pursuit of... Welcome to the channel. Okay. Okay. Cool. Got a lot of charcoal now. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot of charcoal. This is good. I just never want to have to worry about charcoal ever again. Who's this funny new guy? I don't know, but he seems pretty chill. All this EXP farming, and because of our mending tools, we've only gained like 1 level. That's okay though. That's what we signed up for with this project, I think. Do furnaces keep a chunk loaded? Because I would really like the zombie farm to keep going. How do you make a chunk loader? You just like make a little pit and you throw an ender pearl into it, right? With like a soul sand at the bottom, like a water pit with soul sand. Toga or overhaul starter. Toga is a pretty hard character to find cards for. Her cards are, I mean, you know, it's Toga, so her cards are pretty expensive. I would say that It's... Do they make a Toga starter deck? I know they make some My Hero starter deck. Universe's Toga starter deck. Oh, they do make one. Himiko Toga starter deck. Cool. So yeah, there is a Himiko Toga starter deck. That would be cool to get my hands on, but I assume it's pretty difficult to find by now. You're number one, doggers. Thank you, Jazz, for supporting me. I appreciate that. But yeah, Toga cards are expensive. They are not cheap. Toga is probably one of the single most expensive characters in that game. Waifu tax goes crazy, yeah. I'm gonna sit here and shuffle my cards while I wait because I'm bored. And then I'll talk with you guys. Guess it's Overhaul. Oh my god, have I seen an Overhaul? Surely they have Overhaul, right? Why would they not have Overhaul? That would be weird if they didn't. There is a starter deck for him and Mirio. Okay, that's good. There we go. Just looked up MHA starter deck. Yeah, we're talking about a card game called Universes. Right now I have a deck that is mostly a starter deck for Jester Lavore from Critical Role. I actually started watching Critical Role because of this deck, because I think her character design was really pretty. Critical Role, it's like a D&D campaign hosted by voice actors, and it's really big, apparently. I didn't know, but it's like a pretty big IP at this point. And when I started watching it, and you know what? It's pretty fun. It's nice to put on in the background because it's kind of like a podcast since everything is being described. So you can just put it on in the background while you're doing mindless things. And it's pretty chill. Yeah. The animation goes hard. Is there an... Oh, I do know that there's an anime for it. Anime cartoon. I don't know what it would be classified as, but I do know that like they made a show for it, right? I watched the first live stream of the second campaign because I heard that the second campaign is the best place to start because the first campaign apparently has some issues with the production quality, and there's a little bit of awkwardness since it's their first D&D campaign. I didn't know. Well, I guess I didn't. It's not that I didn't know. I guess I just didn't acknowledge that there was an animation for it. That's cool. I'd like to see it sometime. Maybe once I'm more into the actual campaign itself. And you know, it helps a lot that they're all voice actors because they're all really good. Matt Mercer is the DM, but there are indeed animations. Oh, you were talking about something else. I see. I'm just shuffling my deck because it's fun. It's kind of fun to just pick up my deck and shuffle it low-key. Okay, my shovel is in the yellow now, which is solid. There's a chicken. We got a chicken's jockey spawn. pretty good amount of rotten flesh. I'll go do a selling run. That'll help with the EXP as well. How is this doing? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go make a quick run. Oh, it's dark outside. Hold on. It's also fun because like it's my deck that I made, and it feels nice to shuffle it because of that. But yeah, some trading will help with the EXP problem. Let's see here. Where's my cleric? There you are. Here you go. Feed you very much rotten flesh. And then some redstone as well, please. Thank you. Start economy, yeah. The economy goes crazy. Yeah, now my shovel is back in the green, so that helped a lot for sure. That's good enough for me. I'll start working on my pickaxe. Oh, we're almost done here. So that one's finished. We have enough charcoal. I'd be down to throw 3 pieces of cobblestone in there. Let's pick another chest for... I don't have the wood. Right, I smelted it all. That's correct. Oh well. Lots of cobblestone. It's true, yeah. Ooh, dude, me when I'm a Minecraft zombie. Maybe I could go harvest my tree farm on the island next door. And then sell all of that for some emeralds to get some EXP. You know what? That may be a good use of time right now. Let's go do that. Let's see it. Oh, looking good. Alright. Minecraft streams are just very chill. I don't know. It's like... I never have a particular goal in mind getting into it. But it's fun. Okay. Actually not completely up, but that's okay. Okay. Oops. I'll be fine. Just gotta make sure. Oh yeah, we're good. Just gotta make sure everything's up to board. Alrighty. Then we'll dump any of our extra saplings into our composting setup. Hi, Silver. Welcome, welcome. Thumbnail is the red circle, no red arrow. Yeah, we need the red arrow. You're right. Nice of you to come by. I hope that you sleep well tonight, Silver. One thing I could use is quicker transportation. Quicker or easier transportation to and from that island and the rest of civilization. Alright. Let's get started. Wait, before I do, let me make sure I am focused on both my axe and my pickaxe. That way the mending will kick in for both of them. Gonna get your pneumonia checked tomorrow. Oh, nice. Does anyone know anything about sleep cramps? I can't say I've ever had sleep cramps, actually. That's odd. Definitely ask about that if you can. I'm sure I didn't need to tell you that, though. I'll keep the last stack. Can't trade for more redstone. Give me that. Okay. Alrighty. And we can make our way back down here. Like that. And now, we've got a full set of 4 stone bricks. We've got a pretty nice setup here, honestly. Pneumonia is rough, yeah. Let me go dump this in the composter, actually. The farm's looking pretty good, too. Dump all of this. Yeah, that sucks over. I do hope that the doctor can help to fix it. You're awesome, Beauty Goober, to be healthy and as safe as possible. True, true. Drink some water. Nice. Pretty solid. Oh, we got some more leather pants. Combine them. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. Safe? Yes. Healthy? Hopefully. Hopefully, yeah. I should make a Pokemon deck. Just for fun. I feel like I definitely have enough Pokemon cards to make a deck. Too many packs open. Too much bulk. I gotta look up the rules for making a deck for Pokemon. Universes has a lot of keywords. Yes. I can explain it to you if you want, but it might be a little difficult simply because there's not like a digital virtual version of Universes yet. Universes is like if a fighting game was a card game, kind of. The two main card types are attack and foundation cards. Attack cards are orange, foundation cards are gray. Foundation cards are resources, attack cards are usually attack. Sometimes they're resources, but basically attack cards are attack cards. If you have the card list pulled up, you can use your other TCG knowledge. Yeah, so basically when you want to play a card for your turn, it needs to run through a check. Every card that you can play has 2 numbers. There's an orange number up top, which is the check for the, which is the value of the card, and there's the blue number, I think, on the bottom right, which is the check of the card. God, this is hard to explain. I don't know, it would probably be better to look up a rule set or a video explaining it. I was lucky enough to be at an event that was hosting a Universes demo with experienced players who could teach it to me. So that helped a lot. Oh, got another helmet. You know, that's a pretty decent copper helmet too. I should, no, I won't combine them for fun. Like, I wonder what it would take to make like a really hyper powerful like copper gear set from just the loot I get from here. Bye, Silver. Let's see. We're getting one. Okay, at this point my pickaxe is basically maxed out. Let's get some more juice in my axe and then we'll be good here. Good night, Silver. I hope you sleep well. It's dark outside. Maybe we could put up like a painting in here somewhere. That might be nice. Something on these walls to make it look a little less barren. No sleep cramps, no sleep cramps. True. True. No, pray for no sleep cramps. We can combine these chest plates. That's a lot of zombies. I like that. One of them dropped a helmet. Gold one. Nice. I should have used the bathroom while I was out. I forgot to do that. That's okay. Get your membership for $2, for $2. True. You're so right. Nice. That's a lot of zombies. Nice. Okay. Pretty satisfied with our current durability. Good farming session, everyone. Good work. So, now on the tower, I think that the next step is gonna be to close it in one step, I think. No, actually, I want to go higher before I close it in a step. No problem, Adam Newcomb. Okay. Oh shit. once we close it in a step, because I'm gonna have the tower be like come to a point at the very top. Once we close it in, it'll become a lot easier to keep building it. Because the resources will become lesser and lesser the higher up we go. Subaru Aura Monster. There might be some stairs, maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do with the interior. I was thinking of maybe turning this into actually my storage unit. Like just the most bougie storage unit you've ever seen. You know? I don't know how I would really make it practical. So maybe not, but I don't know, it would be kind of fun. I need some torches. I should have counted out how many I needed. I crafted too many. 1, 2, 3. No. Hey, we're good. A lot of stairs to climb. Yeah. It's gonna go up pretty high. It'll serve double duty too, because with distant horizons, I'll be able to see it from very, very far away. Look at that. Look how far I can see. 2, 3. There we go. Cool. So now would theoretically be when I close it in a step. More of a ladder person. I suppose we could maybe make it work if we did ladders or even like scaffolding. Cause like, sort of like climbing up scaffolding. I mean, you can see between them. You could, I'm sure if we did like layered it with scaffolding, it would work okay. As like a storage unit, you know? That might not be too bad. I don't know. I'm gonna craft a small chest just to store building supplies. Throw in some wood, and then all these torches. Okay. I'm gonna need to turn those into stairs, I think. I'll handle that when I need to. Okay, so our tools are back in there. Good luck finding someone to play with. I really wish that it was like a slightly more active game, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna make a deck for Pokemon. I think that's something I'm gonna do when I'm done streaming, if I have time. I got my voting ballot recently, so I need to take care of that. It's very important to vote, by the way. You guys should do it. But I gotta take care of that first, and then maybe if I have time, I'll see. Okay, so we'll take the pumpkin pies now. Alright, and we can go back to business. Alright, let's check out our kelp on the way. As far as this, not too bad. Are kelp grown in yet? Oh, it'd be really easy to harvest it again, so may as well. I just do what I used to with Yu-Gi-Oh when I played it. I knew no one else who played it. What did you do? What, did you like play the game with yourself? You played with yourself? Me too. I've thought about trying that actually. Like playing hypothetical games versus myself, you know. Why I just hear we're talking about card games, of course. As all card game players do. Why do you think it smells so bad? Okay. Why does the card game community stink so much? I thought people might have been exaggerating, but the card game community just genuinely smells like ass. Like, it's crazy. Because I go to conventions pretty frequently. But the card game community genuinely smells like awful. What is the deal with that? I went to like a Pokemon trading card event for card vendors and stuff. It was the worst smelling area I've been in. Like, what the hell? And then my friend told me that this was worse than the last, that this was better than the last one he went to. Shit is crazy. Yeah, genuinely. I'm serious. Like, they smell like, walk into any card shop on a busy tournament day and you'll catch the scent instantly the moment you walk in. It's awful. Like, they stink. They smell so bad. There's no deodorant cards. Yeah, I guess so, huh? No deodorant cards. Tournaments have to make like hygiene rules sometimes, I hear, where like if you aren't hygienic enough, you just aren't allowed to participate. So much aura, yeah. Okay, guys, check out the progress of the leveling. Look at this. Look how much lower it is now. This is great. So much aura at least. Yeah, something is leaking, all right. Like it smells really bad. Not like the worst thing I've smelled ever, but like it sure is similar to sewage. Like not nice. Joystick under the blanket technique. Oh yeah, he plays with his controller under a blanket. That's funny. You can be banned for smelling too much. Good. Deserved. Use deodorant. Shower regularly. Like, hello? I don't know how they smell so bad. I can get it if it's like, you know, I can get a little bit of like sweat if you've been out all day playing card games and you get tense during card games, so you start to sweat. Like, I can kind of get it. But god damn, I don't understand. They smell so bad. Like, the stereotypes are right. You've heard of the type of stuff Yu-Gi-Oh! Players used to get up to? Card that makes your opponent shake your hand. That's hilarious. Did it have like, was it meta relevant? No, I mean, I'm going back. The Universes event was not that bad smelling. I would even say that it was like somewhat neutral. If I like to rank BO on a scale of like convention funk, because conventions, if big conventions start to smell on like the third day and it smells kind of bad. Day 3 BO funk is kind of bad but not unbearable. It's like hardly noticeable most of the time. Day 2 is hardly noticeable. Day 3 starts to get noticeable. But the like walking into a busy card shop with a tournament going on is like day 4 con BO. It's bad. Walking into a Pokemon trading card event is like day 7 BO. We're stink maxing at this point, dude. Power scaling. We're power scaling stink. The Universes tournament was like, honestly, at the worst, it was like a day 3 con funk. So the community is small enough that there's not that many stinky people in it right now, which is really nice. Yeah, walking into the Pokemon card show event was like day 6 convention BO. It was bad. They were stink maxing. Pokemon card vendors and scalpers just smell like ass. Unfettered ass, dude. They should be ashamed of themselves. I'm being so for real. Actually awful. I forgot to empty out my inventory. Yeah, now we're power scaling something different. At least we're getting use out of all the cobblestone that we're getting, even though we're getting quite a bit of it. Oh. You have to mentally accept the handshake to make the card work. That's funny. I like that. Yeah, they're so stinky. They smell so bad. Why can't Pokemon card players just figure out how to shower? I've heard Magic the Gathering tournaments are also particularly bad. Some card shops just don't take care of the lingering scent. God. Yeah, tell me how we gotta stink scale the card games. Universes is pretty low because there's not that many people who play it. Stink maxing. Okay, we're getting there in terms of inventory space, but we should still be okay for quite a bit. Aura maxing. We had inventory space. Damn. Do you think if Uni was popular, there would be nothing distinguishing it from being just as funky? Uni is a very try-hardy game at the worst of times, so I agree. It's not try-hardy, but I think that just the nature of the game is very try-hard based, you know? I'll probably will drop into a cave at some point and like die. Chests are getting pretty full. We're almost at a point where I can call this area level. Not really, but like we're getting to a point where it's starting to be noticeable from the ground level, you know? Okay, where are we right now? A few more stone peaks, I'm gonna go grab those. Carving Mountain. Yeah, I am. The Undertale Mountain. Sans' Nest. Why don't humans just do that? Yeah, I agree. They have magic. Why not just use the nuke magic to kill everyone? Honestly. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. What year does Undertale take place in relatively? Like, have they unlocked nukes yet? Well, they have cars, so it looked modern enough that I would assume that they have nukes. But they're magic, so like maybe nukes haven't been developed yet. Dodge appear on the entire mountain. Yeah, they just need to dodge it in the... Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go take care of the outer ring of dirt again. Inventory is full. Whoops. Okay. Ow. Alright, our tools durability. For once, our pickaxes is gonna need repairs first. Is mending like enchantments where it gets more expensive over time? Like, am I ruining the longevity of my pickaxe right now? Or is that not how that works? Ads. You want to do a combo on Kevin? Don't do that. Kevin's talking about Jane Doe specifically. Okay, there's still a few more peaks, so. Go around and take care of those. Okay. Alright. Looking good. Gotta eat. Yeah, eventually this project is gonna be mostly cobblestone mining. And by eventually I mean now, actually. Really. Jane, you're early in life. Huh? Hi, Angel Cakes. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you can make it. All is well. I decided that I wanted more farming space, so instead of moving somewhere else, I am tearing down an entire mountain. So it's going pretty well, I would say. They don't call you the early bird for nothing. Yeah. Okay. Let's LARP. Just this once. Okay. Alright. Oh. Alright. That's kind of weird. Rodent kind. Correct. Hakos Bale's mating press. What? That was weird. Okay, oh, that was a deep pit. Oh my god. God damn. Our inventory is getting kind of full, and more importantly, our tools are getting kind of expired. So, I think it's time to make our way back down the mountain. For another EXP farming session. I'm sure this is your guys' favorite part of this stream, you know? The EXP farming. Proud to be a rodent, 'cause at least I know I'm rodent. Rat shaking. Oh my god, we have almost an entire chest full of cobblestone. Yikes. Do you love XP farming? You're so right. I'm gonna need more. I might need to go do some villager trades because I'm gonna need more. You're a proud rodent, rah! I'm gonna need more. What do I need more of? Shit, I don't even remember. I don't know. We could trade these oak logs for sticks. That is something that we could do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need more food. Because this is a very food intensive project thanks to the mod. Oh, look at how much lower it is now, guys. It's Remember you used to be able to see a second peak like up there? We're making progress on it. Okay. All right. So before I get to farming, I want to do some... I'm going to dump these into the composter. I'll put a few of these there. And then I'm going to go dump these into the composting system. What should we have right now? 27? Not bad, not bad. And then we have a stack, so I'm gonna dump. I'm gonna refill all of the furnaces. Oh, there's some zombies in here already. Nice. I forgot to take, cobblestone with me. Oops. Support wolves too. True, true. Indo is not even a criminal, actually. I should take more. I'll take 8 stacks. It would make Seth sad if she died, that's true. Jane Juliet. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Let's go do some trades to heal up our tools a little more. We don't have a lot of wood going around right now, but that's fine. So, there's sticks. I think it's faster, dude. I think I have enough to just turn my entire inventory into sticks. So I'll probably use these emeralds to go buy more pumpkin pies for myself. Oh, I'm out already. Damn. Because they're pretty cheap. And that's a good food source. And I will use the rest of my emeralds to buy some redstone. And I need to use the bathroom. But also, actually, it's kind of time to end the stream, low-key. Damn. I kind of wanted to do more. But that's okay. I'm busy right now, so it is what it is. Well, should I do off-screen grinding? Maybe. I might off-stream grind a little bit. Just because this process is kind of boring of getting my tools back up. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, it is... Oh, damn. It is about time that I end the stream. So I hope that you all enjoyed. Next stream might be tomorrow. I would say probably there will be a stream tomorrow. This week is looking pretty good for stream lovers. Unlike most of my other streams, there will probably be other weeks. There will probably be a pretty decent amount of streams this week. We'll see. I know because of work, I haven't been streaming as much, but I would like to change that if I can. So tomorrow there will probably be a stream. I'll see you guys then. Jesus Christ, there's so many zombies. I do hope that you guys look forward to it. I will get my weapons back up and then probably stop. Hope that you all enjoyed watching today. I will see you guys later. Bye bye. Sayonara. See you guys.